Deep in the heart of the Blackwood Forest lies a chilling mystery that has baffled investigators and intrigued locals for decades. This forest, with its towering trees and dense underbrush, has always had an eerie reputation, but nothing compares to the events of 1987. That year, 5 hikers set out on what was supposed to be a routine adventure, but they never returned. The mystery of their disappearance remains unsolved to this day, leaving behind a trail of questions and a single haunting clue. The only clue? A single blood-stained journal found at their campsite, filled with cryptic messages about whispering shadows. This journal, with its eerie and unsettling entries, has been the subject of much debate and analysis over the years. The journal's pages were filled with cryptic messages about whispering shadows. These entries described strange occurrences and unsettling experiences that the hikers encountered during their journey. What really happened that night? What could have caused these experienced hikers to vanish without a trace? The journal entries provide some clues, but they also raise more questions than answers. And why does the forest still echo with their screams? The locals speak of hearing faint, distant cries in the dead of night, as if the forest itself is haunted by the spirits of the lost hikers. Shadows that moved on their own, as if they were alive. The hikers wrote about seeing dark shapes flitting between the trees, always just out of sight, but always there, watching and waiting, and a feeling of being watched. This pervasive sense of being observed, of never being alone, drove the hikers to the brink of madness. They described the sensation as if the forest itself had eyes, always watching, always waiting. The hikers described their growing fear, a fear that seemed to seep into their very bones. They wrote about sleepless nights, huddled together for safety but never feeling truly safe. Their fear was palpable, almost tangible, as if it could reach out and touch them. But no one believed them, until it was too late. The warnings in the journal were dismissed as the ravings of frightened minds, but in hindsight, they seemed like desperate cries for help. On their final night, the hikers wrote, "The shadows are closing in. They're not just watching, they're hunting." These final, chilling words were the last anyone ever heard from the hikers. Hours later, they were gone. The campsite was found abandoned, with no signs of a struggle, no footprints leading away, nothing to indicate where the hikers had gone. Search teams combed the forest for weeks, scouring every inch of the dense underbrush and towering trees. They used dogs, helicopters, and every resource available, but found no trace of the missing hikers. But no bodies were ever found. The forest seemed to have swallowed them whole, leaving behind only the journal as a grim reminder of their fate. To this day, locals avoid the Blackwood Forest after dark. The stories of the missing hikers have become a cautionary tale, a warning to those who might venture into the forest unprepared. Some say the whispers still linger, carried on the wind through the trees. These whispers are said to be the voices of the lost hikers, forever trapped in the forest, trying to warn others of the danger that lurks within. And those who enter never return. The forest has claimed more victims over the years, each disappearance adding to the legend of the whispering shadows. If you dare to uncover more chilling true crime stories, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Join us as we delve into the darkest corners of the world, uncovering the mysteries that defy explanation.